Have you ever wondered why so many people fail to live strong beyond the age of 80? What if I told you that there are 4 invisible forces quietly working against your body, and most people don't even realize it until it's too late? In today's video, we're diving deep into the real reasons most people struggle to live long, healthy lives after 80, and how you can fight back against these hidden threats. Reaching 80 is a huge milestone, but staying strong, independent, and healthy beyond that requires more than just luck. It takes awareness. Because these 4 silent forces can slowly rob you of your energy, memory, and vitality, and many don't even know they're happening until it's too late. Stay with us till the end because the 4th reason might surprise you the most. It could be the one that impacts your life the most. Let's get started. Reason number 1. Silent inflammation, the invisible enemy. One of the most dangerous forces affecting your health after 80 doesn't come from external threats, but from within. It's called inflammaging, and while it may sound unfamiliar, it's something that can quietly affect your health in ways you may not realize. Inflammaging is the term used to describe the chronic, low-grade inflammation that builds up over time and accelerates as we age. It's a silent enemy that doesn't cause immediate pain or discomfort, but its long-term effects can be serious and even life-threatening if left unchecked. The tricky part about inflammaging is that it doesn't show up as a sudden problem or a specific symptom. Instead, it's like a slow-moving storm that damages your body from the inside out, gradually and steadily. Over time, this hidden inflammation can wear down organs, tissues, and joints, and it can even weaken your immune system. If you've ever felt tired, foggy, or low energy in your later years, it might be inflammation silently at work, making it harder for your body to function optimally. Let's talk about someone who could easily be you or someone you know, George, 82 years old. George never smoked or drank alcohol, and he prided himself on staying active by walking every day. His diet consisted of healthy meals, and he made sure to keep his weight in check. But despite doing everything right, George began to notice that something wasn't quite right. He felt more fatigued than usual, his memory wasn't as sharp as it once was, and his overall energy levels seemed to be dropping. This decline in his health was puzzling to George. After all, he had always been a health-conscious individual. It wasn't until George visited his doctor for a routine checkup that he got some unsettling news. After running a few tests, his doctor revealed that George had been dealing with inflammation, and not just any kind of inflammation, but chronic, low-grade inflammation that had been building up in his body for years without him even realizing it. You might be thinking, how could something as sneaky as inflammation cause such a decline in my health? The answer lies in the way inflammation works in the body. Our immune system is naturally designed to react to harmful invaders, like bacteria, viruses, or injuries. When our body detects these threats, it triggers inflammation as part of the healing process. This type of inflammation is meant to be short-term. However, when inflammation persists and continues at low levels over time, it becomes problematic. This is the kind of inflammation we call inflammaging. Inflammaging has a direct impact on the way your body ages. Over time, the constant inflammation wears down healthy cells, tissues, and organs. It can increase the risk of chronic diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, and even neurodegenerative conditions like Alzheimer's disease. The problem is that many of the factors that contribute to this low-grade inflammation are things we may overlook, such as diet, stress, lack of movement, and exposure to environmental toxins. Let's break down these factors. Per diet, the foods you eat play a massive role in inflammation. Diets rich in processed foods, sugars, refined grains, and unhealthy fats promote inflammation in the body. On the other hand, a diet rich in whole foods, such as fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats, helps lower inflammation. Foods like leafy greens, berries, nuts, and fatty fish, like salmon, are all anti-inflammatory powerhouses. These foods are packed with antioxidants and healthy omega-3 fatty acids, which help calm down inflammation and protect your cells from further damage. Stress. Chronic stress is another hidden cause of inflammation. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, the stress hormone. which is meant to help you handle short-term threats. But if you're constantly stressed, whether it's from work, relationships, or just the pressures of life, your body stays in a state of heightened alert, and this increases the level of inflammation in your system. Managing stress is crucial for controlling inflammation, and techniques like mindfulness, deep breathing, yoga, or simply going for a walk can help your body calm down. Lack of physical activity. Regular movement is one of the best ways to keep inflammation in check. Physical activity helps your body reduce inflammation by improving blood flow, releasing endorphins, and supporting the immune system. When we stop moving, the body's inflammatory response is less controlled, which can allow it to spiral out of balance. Whether it's a brisk walk, a swim, or some light stretching, staying active is vital for keeping inflammation under control as you age. Environmental toxins. Toxins are all around us, from pollution in the air to chemicals in household cleaners and personal care products. Exposure to these toxins can trigger inflammation in the body, especially as your immune system becomes less effective with age. Reducing your exposure to these harmful chemicals by using natural products and getting some fresh air can help lower inflammation levels. So, what can you do to fight back against inflammation? The key is making small but powerful lifestyle changes. It's all about choosing to live with intention, prioritizing the health of your body, and being proactive about lowering inflammation. Start by adjusting your diet. Incorporate more anti-inflammatory foods into your meals, such as leafy greens, colorful vegetables, and fatty fish. If you're not already exercising, begin with simple activities like walking, stretching, or swimming. Even 20 to 30 minutes a day can make a significant difference in your inflammation levels. And don't forget to manage stress. Practice mindfulness, try deep breathing, or spend time doing activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Reason number 2, muscle loss, the silent strength killer. As we age, our bodies undergo many changes, and one of the most subtle but dangerous ones is muscle loss. While it's completely normal to lose some muscle after 60, this process accelerates significantly after 80. It's a condition known as sarcopenia, and it's not just about losing muscle, it's about losing your strength, your balance, and ultimately, your independence. The worst part? You might not even realize it's happening until it's too late. When you lose muscle mass, it doesn't just impact your ability to lift heavy objects or do intense physical tasks. It affects everything, from your ability to walk to your metabolism and even your ability to perform simple tasks like standing up from a chair or picking up something from the floor. As muscle mass decreases, your balance weakens, and your mobility starts to decline. The consequences of sarcopenia can be severe, making everyday life harder and increasing the risk of accidents, like falls and fractures. Imagine a man named Frank, who is 84 years old. Frank had always been a lively and independent individual. He took pride in his health, and was known for his sharp mind and cheerful disposition. He lived on his own and was still very active, but one unfortunate day, while walking down the street, he tripped and fell, breaking his hip. After recovering from the surgery, Frank was shocked to discover how much muscle strength he had lost. The hip fracture had revealed a painful truth: his body wasn't as strong as it used to be. Frank's experience is far from uncommon. Muscle loss often sneaks up on us, and it's not until something like an accident or injury that we realize how much strength we've lost. The scariest part is that this muscle loss doesn't just make you weak, it can lead to a vicious cycle. Without muscle strength, you're more prone to falls and fractures, which only speeds up the decline of your independence and mobility. As your ability to move freely and confidently diminishes, the risk of injury and hospitalization grows. And with each injury, the recovery process becomes harder and slower. But here's the good news: it's not too late to fight back against muscle loss. While sarcopenia is a natural part of aging, it's also something you can slow down, manage, and even reverse to a degree. It all comes down to maintaining an active lifestyle, focusing on exercises that build and preserve muscle strength. Let's start with one of the most basic yet powerful activities: walking. Walking is a great low-impact exercise that can help maintain your muscle mass, improve your balance, and boost your overall health. Simply walking for 30 minutes a day, whether it's around the block or in a park, can work wonders for your muscles, joints, and cardiovascular health. Walking doesn't require any special equipment, and it's something you can do almost anywhere. But walking alone might not be enough. To truly counteract sarcopenia, it's important to add resistance training to your routine. Now, you don't need to become a bodybuilder to get the benefits of weight training. Simple, lightweight exercises can be incredibly effective in preserving muscle mass. If you're unsure where to start, try using light dumbbells, resistance bands, or even your own body weight to perform exercises like squats, lunges, or bicep curls. These exercises help stimulate your muscles and keep them strong. If lifting weights sounds intimidating or too intense, don't worry. Stretching is another key activity that can help preserve muscle strength. Stretching not only keeps your muscles flexible but also helps maintain range of motion and mobility. Simple stretches like reaching your arms overhead, bending to touch your toes, or stretching your legs can improve flexibility and prevent stiffness, making it easier to perform daily tasks. It's important to remember that strength training doesn't mean lifting heavy weights or spending hours in the gym. It's about using the right kind of exercise to keep your muscles engaged and strong enough to keep you independent and active. The goal is to be able to do the things you love without feeling weak, fatigued, or afraid of falling. Regular exercise, especially strength training and stretching, can help ensure that you're able to maintain your mobility, balance, and overall strength as you age. The key is consistency. Whether it's a daily walk, a few minutes of weightlifting, or stretching, the more you move your body, the better it will respond. Your muscles need regular stimulation to stay strong, and the longer you wait to start, the harder it becomes to rebuild that strength. So, don't wait for an injury or accident to wake you up to the importance of maintaining muscle strength. The time to start is now. Frank's story isn't one of defeat. It's a reminder that, even at 84, you can take control of your strength and your health. By staying active, doing lightweight exercises, and focusing on flexibility, you can preserve your independence and keep living life on your terms. If Frank's story resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more tips on how to keep your body strong and healthy at any age. By taking small steps every day, you can fight back against muscle loss and continue to enjoy an active, independent life for years to come. Reason number 3: poor sleep, the brain and body's worst enemy. As we age, one of the most common struggles many face is sleep. It seems that sleep, which was once so easy and natural, becomes a challenge with each passing year. For many older adults, falling asleep, staying asleep, and getting that deep, restorative rest becomes increasingly difficult. But what seems like just a natural part of aging can actually have much deeper, more dangerous consequences. Poor sleep after the age of 80 isn't just about feeling tired the next day. It's about the profound effects it has on your brain, your body, and your overall health. Sleep is essential for every part of our physical and mental well-being. However, when sleep quality diminishes, the effects can be incredibly harmful. As we sleep, our bodies undergo important processes. Tissues repair, muscles regenerate, and the brain has time to clear out the waste products that build up throughout the day. Without enough sleep, these processes are compromised. This means that your body doesn't get the rest it needs to heal, recover, or perform at its best. The impact is wide-reaching, affecting everything from energy levels to cognitive function. Let's consider Alice, an 86-year-old woman who struggled with sleep for years. Alice often found herself waking up multiple times each night, tossing and turning, only to wake up feeling more tired than when she went to bed. Like many people her age, Alice thought it was simply a part of getting older, something she just had to accept. However, over time, she began to notice something more troubling. Her memory started slipping, and her energy levels were lower than they had ever been. It wasn't just the tiredness during the day, she felt foggy, forgetful, and mentally drained. It wasn't until Alice decided to take a closer look at her sleep habits that she began to see a shift. She realized that the quality of her sleep was directly linked to her mental clarity, energy, and overall sense of well-being. In fact, poor sleep had been affecting her brain's ability to function properly. You see, during deep sleep, the brain works to clear away waste products that accumulate during the day, including toxic proteins associated with Alzheimer's disease. Without this crucial process, the brain becomes clogged with harmful substances, which can lead to memory loss, confusion, and a host of cognitive issues. But the problem isn't just limited to memory and mental clarity. Poor sleep also weakens the immune system, making it more difficult for the body to fight off infections and recover from illness. As we sleep, our immune system becomes more active, producing cytokines and other molecules that help protect us from sickness. Without adequate rest, this vital process is disrupted, leaving the body more vulnerable to disease. Chronic sleep deprivation can lead to a weakened immune system, which can make the elderly more susceptible to conditions like pneumonia, flu, and even more severe infections. Additionally, sleep plays a crucial role in restoring the body's energy levels. During sleep, the body produces growth hormones and performs cellular repair. Without this restoration period, your muscles become weaker, and your body has less energy to perform daily tasks. For older adults, this can lead to an overall decrease in vitality and strength, making simple tasks like climbing stairs or even getting out of bed more difficult. The good news is, just as poor sleep can have a wide range of negative effects, improving your sleep habits can lead to significant positive changes. You can start by focusing on a few simple, yet highly effective steps to improve your sleep quality. First, try to keep a regular sleep schedule. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day helps regulate your body's internal clock, making it easier to fall asleep and wake up naturally. Even on weekends, sticking to a consistent routine can make a big difference in the quality of your rest. Another simple but powerful step is reducing caffeine intake, especially later in the day. Caffeine is a stimulant that can stay in your system for hours, interfering with your ability to fall asleep at night. By cutting back on caffeine after lunch, you give your body the best chance to relax and wind down before bedtime. Creating a cool, quiet environment can also drastically improve your sleep. The ideal sleeping temperature is usually between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit, so try adjusting the thermostat or using a fan to maintain a comfortable room temperature. Consider using earplugs or a white noise machine to block out any disruptive sounds. Darkening the room with blackout curtains can also signal to your body that it's time to sleep, helping your mind wind down. Finally, incorporating some light exercise during the day can also improve sleep quality. Physical activity helps to regulate the sleep-wake cycle and promotes the release of endorphins, which help reduce stress and anxiety, two common sleep disruptors. Just be sure not to exercise too close to bedtime, as this can make it harder to fall asleep. Alice's story is one of many that shows how critical sleep is for maintaining mental and physical health in later years. By focusing on improving your sleep habits, you can help protect your brain, enhance your energy levels, and boost your immune system. And the best part? It's never too late to start. Reason number 4, loneliness, the silent killer of health. Loneliness is often seen as a quiet, emotional struggle, but its impact on health can be profound, especially after the age of 80. As people age, their social circles naturally shrink. Friends pass away, children move far away, and physical limitations make it harder to stay socially engaged. While this may seem like a normal part of aging, the emotional toll it takes isn't just about feeling lonely, it's a serious health risk. In fact, studies have shown that social isolation and loneliness can be more detrimental to your health than some chronic diseases, and it can even reduce life expectancy. Take Bill, an 88-year-old man. Bill lost his wife many years ago, and his children now live far away. Although he keeps himself busy with activities like watching TV and cooking, there are days when he doesn't speak to anyone at all. For a long time, Bill thought his feelings of isolation were just something he would have to accept. It wasn't until much later that he realized what he missed most wasn't the noise or the hustle and bustle of a busy home. It was the feeling of being needed, of having someone to talk to, and of knowing that he mattered to someone else. This sense of connection and purpose is crucial, especially as we age. Bill's experience is far from unique. Many older adults face similar feelings of loneliness. The unfortunate truth is that chronic loneliness has been linked to a range of serious health issues, including an increased risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, depression, and cognitive decline. In fact, a study by the National Institute on Aging found that social isolation is associated with a greater risk of premature death, even when compared to other risk factors like obesity and smoking. This is why loneliness is often referred to as the silent killer of health. When we're isolated, our stress levels rise, which can lead to higher blood pressure and a weakened immune system. The lack of social interaction and emotional support can also cause feelings of sadness, anxiety, and depression. Over time, these emotional and physical consequences of loneliness can build up, making it even harder to break the cycle. The connection between mental and physical health is clear. When your emotional well-being suffers, so does your physical health. So, what can be done about it? The good news is that there are simple steps you can take to reduce loneliness and reconnect with others. It's not about making huge, sweeping changes in your life. It's about finding small, consistent ways to bring more connection and purpose into your day. For instance, reaching out to others doesn't always require big gatherings or grand gestures. A simple phone call to a friend or family member, or even sending a text, can make a world of difference. If physical mobility is a challenge, technology offers many ways to stay connected. Video calls, social media, and online forums can provide a lifeline to family and friends, no matter where they are in the world. Another great way to combat loneliness is by finding activities that give you a sense of purpose. Volunteering, for example, is not only a way to help others but can also create meaningful social connections. Whether it's helping out at a local food bank, tutoring children, or visiting a neighbor, giving your time and attention to others can provide a deep sense of fulfillment and combat the feeling of being forgotten or unnoticed. If volunteering is not an option, there are other small things you can do to stay socially engaged. Caring for plants, pets, or even a garden can be a great way to stay active and have something to nurture. For many older adults, taking care of plants can provide a sense of responsibility and purpose, as well as a source of daily joy. It's about finding small ways to feel connected, even in your own space. It's also important to remember that maintaining friendships and relationships as we age requires effort. The same way we nurture our physical health, we need to nurture our social health. Make it a point to stay in touch with loved ones, whether by phone, email, or in person. Even a short, friendly conversation can brighten your day and remind you that you are not alone. While technology can sometimes feel overwhelming, it can also be a powerful tool to combat loneliness. Many older adults are now embracing the digital age, using smartphones and tablets to stay in touch with family, join online communities, or even learn new skills. There are countless apps and platforms that cater to older adults, offering everything from virtual exercise classes to support groups for various interests and hobbies. If you're unsure how to get started, consider asking a family member or friend to help guide you through the process. At the heart of it all, feeling connected is essential for a fulfilling life, and it's never too late to build those connections. Even small acts of social interaction can have a huge impact on your overall well-being. So, whether it's calling a loved one, joining a local club, or volunteering in your community, making the effort to stay connected is one of the best things you can do for both your mental and physical health. If you found this video helpful and want more tips on how to stay connected and healthy as you age, make sure to subscribe for more insights and advice on living your best life. Your health and happiness matter, and with just a little effort, you can create a more fulfilling, connected, and meaningful life, no matter your age. If you've made it this far, take a moment to reflect, not in fear, but with clarity. Reaching 80 is an incredible achievement, but living well beyond it requires understanding the forces that silently work against your body. Inflammation, muscle loss, poor sleep, and loneliness all take a toll, but with knowledge, you can fight back. Remember, small changes today can lead to a stronger, healthier tomorrow. So ask yourself, what can you do right now to protect your body, mind, and sense of purpose for the future? The power is in your hands. Before you go, Let us know in the comments which of these 4 reasons stood out to you the most, and how you plan to fight back against them. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video so we can continue bringing you helpful content. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.